Hi everyone, on board with Jonathan with you here. I hope everyone is having a nice weekend. I wanted to talk to you today about my trip on Holland America Line's MS Rotterdam. Wanted to kind of give a quick recap of the cruise and give you my thoughts and opinions on how this cruise was about 2 weeks ago on Holland America Line's MS Rotterdam, October 27th to November 8th cruise, which was a 12-night Panama Canal and Sunfarer cruise. So if you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning to the channel, welcome back. I usually talk mostly cruise, reviewed my cruises that I've been on, and kind of give you my thoughts and opinions on different things on the cruise. So I kind of use a 1 through 5 scale, one being 1 through 3 kind of being, poor, 3 average, 4 and 5 very good to excellent. And I review the cruise in the following ways. We talk about embarkation, service, food, ports of call, entertainment, and any other categories that I feel that is necessary to kind of talk about it. So, welcome, and we'll get started right now. So the Rotterdam, this was its first Caribbean cruise of the season. It had just come back transatlantic. I think it was doing a long transatlantic cruise finishing in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, which delayed embarkation. So embarkation was a little bit longer than normal to get on because the Coast Guard was conducting their annual Coast Guard inspection. So boarding didn't begin until 1:30. So if you got there early, such as me, around 12 o'clock, we did not get on board to 1:30, and they did not do the greatest of communicating with us in the terminal. When they made an announcement, you couldn't even hear what they said. So from about 12 o'clock arrival in Port Everglades, I did not get on the ship to close to 2 o'clock, but I expected it. So embarkation, there was no communication from the cruise line saying, you shouldn't come until this time. And I also booked 2 days before the cruise, so that could also be why I maybe did not receive any communication regarding a delayed embarkation. So embarkation, I think a 3 is actually being generous. It was, almost 2 hours to get on, but I understand that, the ship needed to be inspected by the Coast Guard, but a little bit more of communication from the cruise line would have been nice. So embarkation of 3. The ship. So Holland America Line's MS Rotterdam is the newest ship in the Holland America Line fleet. The ship is a Pinnacle class ship, the last in the class. It came out in 2021, I believe in October, so the ship is 3 years old. I had sailed on Rotterdam last October, literally around the same dates as this year. The ship is really nice. It's modern, it's fresh. It's a traditional cruise ship. If people are used to, rock climbing walls, rock climbing, ice skating, bumper cars, roller coasters off the side of the ship, magic carpet that goes up and down the side of the ship. This is not the ship for you. This is a traditional cruise ship with a nice amount of features for rest and relaxation and things that, some things that will keep you entertained during your cruise on board Rotterdam. I give the ship a good solid 4 for the ship. Moving on to the food. You have many options to eat on board Rotterdam. You can eat in the Lido, upstairs on deck number 9. There's a plethora of specialty restaurants such as Rudy Sel de Mer, there's Tamarin, and the Pinnacle Grill, as well as the main dining room. Am I missing any? No, I think those are all the specialty and there's Club Orange. If you have booked Club Orange, there's a special dining room where you can eat. That is located, I believe, on deck number... Is it 2? Deck number 2, and the difference between the Club Orange and the main dining room is that there's a premium offering, a special offering that the dining room wouldn't have, and upgraded offerings for the Club Orange. I do have a Club Orange video posted about a year ago, which has some good views. If you like to take a look at what Club Orange is, I kind of given it to you in a nutshell. So the food on board Rotterdam, I have to say this year was a big improvement for what it was last year. The food in the dining room, I thought there was a good selection. Was the food amazing, outstanding? No. Was it good? Yes. Did we return any of the dishes or any of the meals? No. The food was good. Lido, good selection of food. It's eating your average, cruise ship buffet food. Was it bad? Not at all. There was many options to eat in the Lido, and there was other options such as New York Pizza and Deli, where you can get pizza, I think up until was it midnight? Possibly midnight, and sandwiches and salads throughout the day. There's a burger area where you can get burgers and hot dogs. Did not try it. I didn't try it last year, and I didn't try it this year. But the New York Pizza and Deli, a good corned beef or Reuben sandwich, I think I tried. It was good. The pizza, average, nothing to write home about. I thought the food was good. I think I give the food a good solid 3.5. I'm trying to be realistic with your expectations, and I know a lot of people could be foodies. I think 3.5 is a good score for the food on board, and I'm going to stick with that. So a 3.5 for the food. Talking very quickly about specialty restaurants, because I don't want this video to go more than 10 minutes. I thought Pinnacle Grill lunch offerings, if you go to Pinnacle Grill on C Day, which they offer lunch, it's $19. And I thought the food was good. However, within that $19 did not get you a steak, which I thought was kind of disappointing. You had to pay $10 surcharge if you wanted a steak during lunch. The dinner, I recommend. I think you should kind of skip the lunch and go to the dinner. There are steaks available, which I think dinner is $46. My cruise reservation, my reservation included Tamarin, Pinnacle Grill lunch, and Pinnacle Grill dinner. I did the lunch and I did the dinner, and I thought the dinner was really good. I would give the Pinnacle dinner, the service, the food, the steak, very good. Dessert, I give that a solid 4. And then let's talk about the crew, right? I feel, service is important. I'm in the service industry. I'm in the hospitality industry, and I really felt the crew was much better this go around than last year. It was Sir Jonathan all week in the dining room for me. It was always, how was your day? Did you enjoy yourself? The cabin attendant, what can we do to make you more comfortable? Addressing you by name. Those are small touches that make you kind of feel important and valued, and that they appreciate you being there. It may also have to do with, tipping them in the first day of the cruise, giving them some extra gratuities to kind of, hopefully they enhance your experience because you kind of took care of them at the beginning of the cruise, and also not, being, kind and not, being a slob for these hard-working crew members who work 8 months out of the year. But I give the crew a good solid 4, a good solid 4.2, I say. They were really very good. The dining room service staff was excellent. They tried their best. And I really thoroughly enjoyed the cruise. The ports of call, this was a Panama Canal Sunfair cruise, so we did the first lock in the new locks, turned around, came back where we came in, and we went to Half Moon Cay, we went to Curacao, Costa Rica, and we missed our stop in Grand Cayman due to Hurricane Rafael, so we had an extra sea day going back to Fort Lauderdale. But all in all, this cruise was very relaxing. It was rough, so just so you know, if you book a cruise, especially in October, especially this hurricane season that we've had, this past hurricane season in Florida, this cruise was very rough compared to last year, because I went last year around the exact same time, and there was only 1 sea day that was rough. This cruise, we had 5 sea days, and four out of the 5 were rough. So be prepared for that during hurricane season. Remember the ship moves. If you are prone to seasickness such as me, be cognizant of where you're booking your cabin. Make sure you're booking a low cabin in the middle of the ship, which you will pay extra for. But in general, I was very impressed with this cruise on Holland America Line. If you are booked on Holland America Line coming up soon in the next couple of months, you're in for a real treat. It was a very enjoyable cruise, and I give the cruise a good solid, I don't know if my math is adding up, but I give the cruise a good solid 4.0 out of 5. It was the value for what I paid and for what I got for 12 days. It was a really relaxing vacation. If you guys are interested, if you see this map behind me, it's cruisemaps.com. So they basically, if you go to cruisemaps.com and put in your ship for I think they have the information up until from 2015. It's basically a map of your cruise, and it gets information from the bridge, and it tells you your total miles and where you went on the cruise, and it comes either in a frame or non-framed to where you're living, and it can kind of keep track of all your cruises. So cruisemaps.com, I just got it today. I don't know if I could switch the camera around to kind of show you, but cruisemaps.com, highly recommended. And if you're going on Holland America Line soon, especially on board Rotterdam, I think you're in for a great treat. If I can ask you so kindly, kind of like comment, share this video. It definitely helps the algorithm of the channel by at least just liking. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to, but it helps me out. It helps support little of me in On Board with Jonathan's travel. So thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone, I don't think I'll be having any videos until after Thanksgiving, so I wish you a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and if I can ask you so much to like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions about Rotterdam, place it in the text box below. I'll be glad to get back with you if you have any questions about Holland America Line and the ship. So with that, I wish you a great day, and thanks for watching On Board with Jonathan. Out.